Hey, motherfuckers, and welcome again. And especially welcome, as always, if you are trans like me, or you have ADHD like me, or you are neurodivergent in any way, or queer, or one of the people who does not fit into the scary world out there. You're welcome here. This is a place for us. And if you're normal, you're welcome too. So, now that we're all friends, I'm going to talk a little bit about a song by Aurora. Aurora. It's not easy to say Aurora in English. Aurora. When you hear Norwegian people say it, now I can't speak Norwegian and I can't do a Norwegian accent, but to English ears, when they say it, it sounds like Aurora. Aurora. It's so much prettier in Norwegian. But anyway, so we're going to do one of her songs, Aurora Aksnes, Norwegian singer with an incredibly beautiful voice. And this is a cover of a Beatles song called Across the Universe. So we get one of the most beautiful voices in the world, singing one of the greatest songs ever written by one of the greatest bands that ever existed. So it's three lovely things all blended together in one. Written by John Lennon. Now I'm typically more of a McCartney fan myself, but there are exceptions, and this is one of the exceptions. And it all started with an argument that John Lennon was having with his first wife, Cynthia. And after she'd gone to sleep, he just lay there with her words flowing like an endless stream in his mind, and that was the thing that sparked the idea for the lyrics. And it became a song which is not about having a row about anybody. It's about it's a much more peaceful thing about being at one with the universe and not being troubled by your troubles, by the difficulties around you, being separate from them, kind of. Now, it's been covered before by many people, but famously David Bowie did a version, which people have a pretty low opinion of. I have listened to it. I didn't like it much, but you know, it's a personal taste thing. And Rufus Wainwright, the great songwriting genius, he did a cover of it in I think about 2002, which is lovely and is well worth hearing. But my favourite of all was a version done in 1998 by Fiona Apple, and she sings it absolutely beautifully. It was my all-time favourite, even better than the Beatles version, until Aurora came along and did this version, which is just absolutely glorious. So I think I probably better just start the video and let's see what happens.
Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither as they pass and slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind, possessing and caressing me.
See, isn't that beautiful already? There's something about Aurora's voice. I don't know what it is. She reminds me of Dimash in a way, because she's one of those people who can make you want to cry just purely with the sound of their voice, not even with lyrics or melodies, just the moment they make a sound, it does something. It sort of goes into you in a way. I don't know. It's something magical. There is magic in music. Magic still exists. Magic is real, and you see it in things like her voice. Do you see her makeup? I saw an interview with her once, and she was saying that the two marks at the side represent laughter lines, and the 2 lines underneath represent tears. So in a simple make-up, she has expressed joy and sadness, laughter, tears, hope, despair. This is a very Aurora thing. This is what most of her songs express at the same time, this mixture of melancholy and joy. So let's hear a little bit more.
Jai Guru Deva, nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world.
Now she's already taken a risk with this song, right? Because she has changed the chorus. So there's almost a rule in music that... No, there isn't a rule in music. I'm just making this up. I have a rule in music that you don't mess around with a great song unless you can bring something to it that is just as good, new, but just as good, or even better than the original. And if the original is one of the great songs, it's very difficult to make a change that doesn't detract from the original. But she has made a change here, which is absolutely beautiful. So you have the line Jai Guru Deva Om, which is it's in an old South Asian language called Sanskrit, and I can't remember what it means. But the Om is like a sound you hear in meditation, and so what she's done is she has brought the Om in a beat early. The Beatles come in on the 1, she comes in on the 4 just before the 1. So there's that, but then if you listen to the Beatles or any other person's version, the beat continues after the Om, or the rhythm instruments carry on. But what Aurora has done here is she's let the Om sit in empty space, which is absolutely perfect, because the Om is a word for meditation. Meditation is all about emptiness and space. So she's created this nothingness for the Om to sit in. I think it's absolutely brilliant touch. Let's hear some more of this gorgeousness.
Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Thoughts meander like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make the way across the universe.
The lyrics are absolutely beautiful, aren't they? I had them, didn't I just save them on my phone just now? Hold on, can't see anything. Where did I put my glasses? Here they are. Bear with me 1 second, my lovely people. Yes, privacy policy, I accept. I don't accept, but I have no choice but to accept, do I? So stop pretending it's a choice. So that line she just did. Thoughts meander like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. Isn't that beautiful? Lennon said they were his favourite lyrics that he had ever written. He seemed to think that he didn't even write them, that they just flowed into him. Which is often the way with songwriting. You kind of don't feel like you're doing it. It feels like something that's happening to you. So let's have a little bit more. So now you're about to hear that chorus again. So listen to that space after the om. It's absolutely beautiful.
Jai Guru Deva. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Sounds of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my open ears.
Okay, so there's a couple of things I want to say here. I know I'm pausing a lot. It's a reaction video. What do you expect? So let me just tell you, who are these people playing with Aurora? Well, these are musicians she used to work with. They've all moved on to other things now. The guy on the left in the yellow t-shirt, that's Magnus Skilstad. He was with her right from the start. He is a fantastic drummer. I'm a drummer myself. That's the one instrument I can actually play, really. And I can tell you, he is a great drummer. He's very, very inventive, very, very interesting drummer. So he's great, and he's a producer. He's produced an awful lot of her stuff. And as you can see, he's a singer. And then on the right is Silja Sol, who is also a singer. She has an album out just now, actually. And she has the most beautiful voice. In this context, she has a voice that blends beautifully with Aurora's voice. There was something very magical about when those two sang together. It's a real shame, actually, that she's moved on. I mean, it's not a shame because, you know, she's gone on to do other things for herself, not to be somebody's backing singer. But how we miss the blend of their two voices. And the guy sitting down with the guitar is Frederick Vogsborg, who is he's a musician who works with loads and loads of bands in Bergen in Norway. That's not actually a guitar. I mean, it's a guitar, but it's a bass guitar that looks like a 6-string guitar. Well, it is a 6-string guitar. I think I should think for a minute before I speak. Oh, I can't. ADHD does not permit such things. I'll just have to say it as it comes into my head. It's a 6-string bass guitar called a Fender 6. Fender Bass 6. Slightly unusual instrument. So he's actually playing bass here. And the other thing I wanted to say was the blend of their voices here, when all four of them it's just their voices. The harmonies, it's absolutely spot on, cock on, as builders in the UK sometimes say, or à point, as they might say in France. To me, I'm very, very envious of this. I really struggle to sing harmonies. It's very, very difficult for me. I have to practice a lot. I have to think very hard. I have to plan them out very, very carefully, and I struggle to sing them in tune. But, you know, Aurora surrounds herself with the best musicians always. So just enjoy hearing all those voices together in this section.
Nothing's gonna change my world. Sounds of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my open ears, inciting and inviting me. Limitless, undying love which shines around me like a million suns and calls me on and on across the universe. Jai Guru Deva. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world.
want you to pay close attention here, because here is another spot where Aurora has changed the original and done so beautifully. This repetition of Jai Guru Deva Om, that's on the original version, but Aurora is about to start singing like a counter melody over the top of it. It's so lovely. Listen.
Jai Guru Deva, Jai Guru save my world. Jai gonna save my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Jai gonna save my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Jai Guru Deva, Jai Guru Deva.
How lovely was that? Ah, gorgeous. You cannot watch Aurora without falling in love with her. Every single time it happens. Every single time. And if you're, she calls her fans warriors and weirdos because she is a bit of a weirdo. And people like me, who are also weirdos and don't really fit into the rest of the world, we understand that she means something very positive about that. That being different is not a bad thing. But the reason it's warriors and weirdos is that she acknowledges that if you are a little bit different, you have to fight a little bit more to exist in this world. Hence, warriors and weirdos. And I've no doubt lots of you are watching. I did a cover of an Aurora song. I know, slightly foolhardy thing to do. It's such a beautiful song. It's called Everything Matters. And as soon as I heard it, I thought, I've got to have a go at that. And I've got to have a go at that because I don't think I can do it. I mean, I would recommend any singer sing some Aurora songs because they're really difficult. They're really hard. And so I was right at the edge of my ability. But anyway, have a listen to it. And it'll appear on the screen any moment. And I'll put links to everything I've talked about below. In the meantime, be kind, and especially be kind to the weirdos out there, because some of us are quite nice, really. And I'll see you soon.